Good afternoon. I hope you're well. How is everyone keeping? It's a midweek reading, and I was just reading in the wonderful book, The Untethered Soul, and I got to, I read again what I'd read. I have read this to you before, letting go of false solidity, and the idea of the inside of our minds and how we build these pictures and how we want to look and feel and how we should be and how we should respond. And often it's linked to our beliefs, behaviors, patterning, often from our childhood, from our backgrounds, from our cultures, whatever it might be. And it's really when we get to a point where we are struggling with our psyche, the inner turmoil, and trying to find ourselves, we start to question. We start to want change. We start to feel that we need something different. And so we go out and we look. And you might read something, you might hear something, you might watch something, and you just know without a shadow of a doubt that you need to make a change in some way. And it will start with your thinking and your belief system, because that's where it's linked. So I was just reading about that again, and how we ask the question, what is it all about? Why are we holding on to something that we know is not serving us? It's not making us happy. It's not giving us fulfillment, whatever, so the only things in there are, when we're holding on to our thoughts and our patterns, it's just emotions, and emotions can change. You can feel happy and you can feel sad. You can change emotions. So the Buddhists have a term for it called clinging. So what are you clinging to? And we talk about releasing and we talk about letting go, but a lot of the time it's hard to understand, or it's hard to pinpoint something that is going to suddenly bring about a very different feeling, a very different emotion within us. So consciousness is a dynamic field of awareness that has the ability to either narrowly focus or broadly expand. And you've got to make the decision of where you would like to be. So your sense of self is determined by where you are focusing your consciousness. So I was reading all through this chapter, and it was, really, I was thinking, I haven't read this and then I got to the bit where I know I have mentioned and read it to you, where we ask the question, if you want permanent peace, permanent joy, and permanent happiness, you have to get through to the other side of inner turmoil, those emotions. You have to take control of that situation, and that is often very difficult. It brings up so much that sometimes you just can't, it's easier to sit in the comfort zone of something that you're not happy with than actually getting out of it. That's the big, thing that stops you. So it says here, we cling, we have this tendency to cling because it's just simply easier often. All right. So what we want to get to is a state of where there's no false solidity. There's no falseness in who we are. What we talk about being unique and authentic. There's no falseness to us. For us, our inner self knows that this is who I am. Stripped open, I am who I am, and I'm happy to be where I am. And the only way you feel that is when you actually go about your day from moment to moment to moment with no stress and anxiety or you know, there's that harmony, there's peace, there's joy, there's happiness, there's gratefulness, there's gratitude, whatever. These are all the things that make you feel you've taken control, and that feeling is just very, and often I say to you, very focused, very stay on your path, stay where you know you are feeling the best. You don't need to take on board all of the other darkness. So if you're aware of what that darkness is around you, you can deal with it, can't you? You can push it aside. You can choose. So there is no need for false solidity when you are at peace with your with the universal expanse of your true being, that opening about who you are. And it's on your spiritual journey, it's having that faith of being able to allow for that to come to you and develop within you. So we have all sorts of ways in which we want to do that. So if you're listening to this cray today, I have no idea why I was talking like, we're talking about somebody who is starting out on this spiritual journey, possibly knowing that this change, because I went for a walk today, and my power of thought was about balance. Today I felt it was very much a strong sense of being balanced, and we need to balance our mind and our hearts. We need to balance within our mind, body and soul. We need to balance our chakras. We need to balance our thought processes. We need to, do you see? So there's always got to be this balance. And it's very important when you start off with your change and your transformation and wanting that difference in your life, to understand that if you come out of balance, it's how to get back into balance. Because everything is in balance. You know, your seasons, you have your autumn. So I was thinking, you know, look at the autumn, you know, and the summer feeling of where you are within yourself. You know, it's your balance, always your balance. So that's where I was going with all of that. And I was talking about it, and I was thinking, a lot of people I know at the minute, I've come across, talked to, are going through a lot of change. There's a lot of change. And if you are experiencing and you're needing guidance, and you've come across my words of wisdom page, thank you for joining me. Thank you for staying and listening for a minute. But stick around. Maybe in our cards today, we will have some guidance to how we're going about this change now, and understanding what it is that we need to do in order to get to the other side of that psyche, of the other side, to find the balance and harmony that we crave, that we want. All right, so I just thought I'd do a little spell which is called My Dream Life. So we'll do that because we are manifesting all the time. We set intentions on the new moon, and maybe you set intentions for your dream life. So let's have a little reminder of that. We've also got our message today from our calendar, and it says, no matter how life treats you, be brave. And that is so true when we get to a point where something that really is difficult, it's causing turmoil in some way in our life, whether it be externally or internally. The bravery is to recognize it. The bravery is to accept it and let it go. You know, the cowardly thing to do is to keep it and hold on to it and cling to it and allow it to just take you back down. Let it go. Be brave. Be brave. So no matter how life treats you, find the higher perspective to it. Find the lesson in it. Find your bravery. And it says on the back, steady work, thick accumulation, and thin release. I thought that was quite an interesting one, because I was just talking about release, and we talk about letting go and understanding the concept of it. All right. I think we're going to get our actually, in actual fact, we are going to get them because they were already deciding they were coming out today. Our lovely little rooms, they were here. I wonder if we're going to get any bigger rooms. Yes, there we are. There we are. We have got our luck rune today, our luck rune. And with this horseshoe comes luck, and the luck really is about, I think, opening up to the complete understanding of something. You know, when we think, oh, you're really lucky, you're at the right place at the right time. It's about really having that opening with luck, because when we open to something, it allows for that right place, right time, that right person, the scenario to become right, so that we perceive it as being lucky, good luck. And luck is a lovely, positive, exciting, looking forward to something kind of feel, isn't it? So I like that on the table today, because that's how I'm feeling about our reading today. We've got Othala as well. We've got Manas. Sorry, I'm not showing it very well. Okay, we've got not Nautilus Hagelas, or is that Naughties? That might be a Naughties. I'll have a little look. And we've got, I don't want to say Perthrow, but we'll have a look at that one as well, our piece. So those are on our table for us as well, our beautiful runes. But first I'm going to read my dream life spell. Let's kick off. Let's start. 1-1 on the clock. My dream life come to me in vibrant colours. Let me see. Visions bright and futures clear. Draw my deepest desires near. With the stars as my witness and the moon to oversee, my dream life unfolds by my decree. In the rhythm of the universe, in harmony and key, grant me the life I long to lead. So mote it be and blessed be. So there we are. That's what we're talking. The balance, you know, the lock and the key, opening, harmony and key, making sure that we can see beyond, okay? The vibrant colors, you know, what calls to you, what you feel towards something. I love that with my dream life spell. So that's beautiful. So thank you for that. Lovely. All right. Right. Let's have a little look at our runes. Just one. Oh, it's Thurisaz, was that? Oh, no, it was Wunyo. Wunyo was our P. Wunyo. Right. So Othala, of course, is exactly what we were talking about. It's ancestral property or family ties, that type of thing. So when I started, I was talking about this idea of our behaviors and patterns and beliefs and cultures and what have you, that often are ingrained within our psyche because we've grown up with it, we've been taught it, we've been told it, and all that, and then suddenly it no longer serves us, and we need to release it. We need to change something. So that's what Othala is on the table today. So really think about maybe looking at things from a bigger picture. Okay, I talked about this yesterday with my students. Actually, I was saying to them, you know, their 3-year degree they're about to start is a very small point in that big picture of your life. You know, it goes through 3 years, goes really quickly. I thought, right, when I started my journey all those years back, then I got to my 3-year transformation, epic change. It went so hard and so fast. But in the time, I was thinking about this when I was walking along earlier, I honestly thought I was never going to get out of this dark place, and here I am. And the sun is shining and it's beautiful, and I'm very happy, and I have this most wonderful, wonderful spirit team, and I'm very, very blessed. And I'm doing this, and I love this, and I love that you're listening, and I'm very blessed to be able to share this detail, this communication that I'm channeling, and it's wonderful. So really consider that right now, this bigger picture. All right, that's what I'm hearing. Manaz is all about humanity, intelligence, family, but it's about the self. And I've just read about that, the self. Where are you? You know, you're the self. That's who you need to listen to, not creating something else for other people, for other things, for control, for force, for gain. Let it go. The self. So beautiful. It's about humankind. It symbolizes the characteristics that set humans apart from the rest of Earth's living creatures. At the same time, manners represents the self with particular emphasis on one's inner being. So we're going to that point where inner work, our inner being, very, very important. Recharge your emotional batteries so that you will be able to be available to assist when and if the time is right for that change, for that. And you must remain balanced and healthy. Balance is a big part of what that rune is talking about as well. Okay, beautiful. So just confirmation of what we've been talking about for the last 16 minutes. Okay, beautiful. Let me just go a little bit further up here to Helgelaz. Okay, so Helgelaz is about transformation. But transformation that can come from chaos. A transformation that can come from something that's going to make us transform ourselves. Just like I said, you know, all of a sudden I had this catalyst 3 years ago that literally blew me out of the water. It blew my life apart. It changed everything. And I was very happy to go with the change because I created this beautiful picture in my mind. None of that has taken place. What has taken place is put me onto my beautiful spiritual journey. And that's what you've got to focus in on when you actually get to that point of self, of creation. I love that. Okay, and finally, our Wunyo, if I can find you again, where are you? Oh, there. It's about joy, happiness, harmony, bliss, relationships, success, well-being. So fantastic. They were literally falling out of my rune bag over here. And I, was I going to do my runes? Well, they made sure. It's a rune of joy. It's associated with happy relationships. You may be lacking energy and interest in your life, or stress and anxiety may dominate your experience if it was in reverse, which it's not. So even if you're feeling a little bit like that, remember we talked about noticing these things in order to transform. The minute you do that, you're doing your healing. You're starting your journey. You're aware of what you need to be changing. So it is a beautiful rune of a success and fulfillment. It could be about prosperity and business. So in working environments, you could suddenly find a massive transformation. I know a few people that have suddenly transformed their working careers. So beautiful. If you are feeling that now, really embrace that energy. It's about fulfillment and success. Okay. Sorry, that was a phone call, so I just switched that off very quickly. Right, so beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, I'm going to start with the Quantum Oracle cards. I've got my beautiful animal cards, and the reason why, and I'll share that with you, I don't dream often, I often say this, but when I do and I have a picture in my mind when I wake up, I feel like it's a very important picture that I've got to consider. So last night I had the dream and I saw Panther, and the Panther I felt like he was trapped, and I didn't know whether I was trying to free the Panther, and I ended up sort of taking something or 3 things. I felt it was 3 things, and I can't remember what it was, off this Panther. And then I was trying to get myself through an area so the Panther could come out. So I feel like that was what the story was. It's been in my mind, but it hasn't come down to anything as yet. But I know that I needed to get my animal oracle cards today. So let's see what comes out of that anyway. But let's ask now for our beautiful quantum oracle cards to give us some real guidance now based on what we've been talking about in our transformation journey as we go along. What can you give us guidance with, please, Spirit? Really would appreciate that. Okay, lovely, lovely. So what we've got here is professional assistance. So when we talked about business, it could be something to do with the transformation in your working life. Okay, but professional assistance could be something like, you can see they're reading something, but there's like a lot of light around. It's like it's glowing, you know, it's like, here it is. Like I said to you, you might read something, hear something, watch something that really would be professional enough to get your attention, where you wouldn't question, is this real or is that, you know, a fake news or whatever, you know, you're going to say, wow, that is great guidance. I'm needing that right now. We have a loving man, but the loving man is in reverse. Okay. Both of those are people cards. And then Spirit have sent us a card where we have got intuition and manifestation. And you can see this beautiful card, all of this intuition and manifestation and a crystal ball from this beautiful fairy, anyway, is really glowing and it's ready. Now it is in reverse here, and I'm going to read to you those 3 cards. So let's get an idea. Sorry, I've got this scratchy throat suddenly. Communication. So if you are feeling like your communications lacking in some way, I'm feeling a bit difficult in actually talking a minute. So there is something here. Perhaps that's why you need this professional assistance. Okay. Use a bit of AI, chat GTP, send that email. It's always a good one to start with. All right. People. I can't see it. Oh, there it is. I was absolutely in the right place and I was going somewhere else. That's a bit odd, isn't it? Maybe you're doing that. Absolutely in the right place, but you're going somewhere else after this. Okay. Anyway, expert support. So the potential for great assistance is open to you now. So don't hesitate to pursue it. Look at your life to find the areas where professional help might be required. An accountant to assist your business. A broker might be able to answer important investment questions. A lawyer may be necessary to settle a dispute, whether recent or long-standing. This card could also indicate a new direction in your career. You may be drawn to helping others in a professional capacity, whether it's business or law or party planning or coaching. If you've been thinking about becoming a professional assistant of some kind, now is a good time to start. So the affirmation is the wisdom of the world abounds. Great assistance brings the information and the solutions I'm looking for. So when I read that book to you, perhaps you might like to go and purchase a book or listen to a podcast of professional help in terms of your spiritual journey. It might be something that you've always wanted to do from a professional standpoint, and you might absolutely want to get some training. So that could open up to you. We've also got our loving man, and he's in reverse. So this is a longing for a relationship to take place with someone you already know. Or you may be hoping to soon meet the love of your life. Everything seems to be stalling and time feels like it's slipping away. There may be distance between you and another person, and this could be an emotional sense, such as feeling dismissed by someone important to you, even if it's not a romantic someone. So this could be the someone that is causing you to think about changing your life. Remember I said to you, I had a catalyst 3 years ago. I did. It was a twin flame catalyst. And it literally blew me apart. Literally. Heart, body, mind, soul, the lot. But I am so grateful for it because I am here where I am now. And in my mind, I was ready for this loving person and this person that I thought I was in love with and all sorts of things. I wanted this romantic person. I wanted someone rescuing me. I wanted all sorts of things, and we build these creative things in our minds to help us become the people we thought we think we should be. But actually, it's the opposite. And honestly, that was my catalyst. So someone here might have the same catalyst of something in a loving capacity that is literally falling apart, and it's pushed you to make a massive change. So it could be the situation may not feel like it's in your best interest now, but it actually is freeing you. Exactly. I said I was in some very dark moments, but all it did was help me heal, help me change, help me become stronger, braver, understanding of who I was, what I wanted, all of these wonderful things that today I sit with. And I don't often talk about this to everybody, but I'm sharing it today for some reason because someone here needs to hear it. So I hope that helps. Open your heart to see the opportunity and adventure ahead, even as you're letting go of the past. Remember what the consciousness of love creates. Think about the way you want to be treated and set a strong intention to do so and say loving things to yourself. This will open the road and shorten the distance between you and the tender-hearted love to come. So affirmation, more and more I feel the tender-hearted energy all around me and bring that caring attitude towards myself. And finally, we have Spirit's card, which is intuition and manifestation. And this card reverse not only reveals a disconnect with your sense of intuition, but also with a future vision. You may be feeling out of balance, frustrated, and off center. You're unsure of where you're going and how to get there. So no matter how life treats you, be brave. Steady work, thick accumulation, and thin release. Remember, that's what we've been talking about. And my dream with the panther is releasing this panther, taking three things off it. Okay, right now it may be difficult to get clear and optimistic images of your goals, or you may be faltering in your belief in yourself and your ability to make them happen. This card is telling you to set aside your doubts. Know that the universe is abundant and you are capable of manifesting great things. Create a clear picture of the outcome you desire and all the steps you need to get there. Make sure you bring joy into all of these images. This card unveils your powerful intuition, but you may be struggling with truly trusting it. So I want you to get hold of an amethyst crystal, and I want you to carry it with you all the time for the next 21 days. Don't know why they're telling me that, but they're telling me that. Okay, get hold of that amethyst. It's all helping with your intuition. It's time to trust and open up to the unlimited sight and insight that is always there within you. And the affirmation, my intuition is clear, my vision for the future is strong, I am capable of seeing and manifesting my greatest dreams and desires. And it's on page 163, which is, yes, you got it, 10. Final, cycle, end of. So Spirit is still giving us really strong guidance. Whoever needs to hear this, it's about your change. You need to be aware enough to make your change. If you are, I feel that you are. I feel the collective is someone that, or people that really need to make this start and have tried, and now it's time. Maybe you, like me, I was like 8 years doing my thing, and then 3 years, wham. Take that, go for it. And that's what I was gifted with. Okay, my beauties, that is our quantum oracle cards. Beautiful. Oh, interesting. Hidden motivations. And of course, it is in reverse. So the hidden motivations, if you keep focusing, right now, things are going to start becoming revealed to you. Things are going to start opening up for you. And we have our crow, which is very big, strong intuition and depth of knowledge. Crows will bring a lot of detail from the deep sense, the psyche, to you. Look at this light that this crow is bringing to the world. So, let's have a little look. Our beautiful animal oracle. Can you please confirm? Oh, wow. Okay. You are literally joking me. I've got far too many cards here, Spirit. Wow. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Here we go. So we have got on this side 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. Beautiful. We have our peacock, which I've stuck right in the middle. Time for change showing. And then we've got this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. Now I'm going to just intuitively look at them and try and think about this, because that's a lot of reading to do. And you'll probably fall asleep before me, but I do want to try and do this justice. Right, so the middle card was our beautiful peacock. All right. And our peacock is about inner beauty, compassion. And the beauty of the peacock is unrivaled. It's easy to think it comes from the plumage, but the secret of the peacock is that the beauty resides within and extends outward indefinitely. What did I say to you? So this is where we're at. Spirit is being very clear on that. So you have to love yourself enough to let go of past, really make your changes, trust and believe that you are brave, you have got courage to change, to transform, to become the real you without this outside look that you've put together in some way, your psyche telling you how you should be. It's about that inner soul that is guiding you. And so it's this inner work going outward rather than the other way around. This adept creature can assimilate or digest all experiences in life, so it does not harbor resentment, conflict, or past pain within its psyche. I can't write this. This is spirit. The peacock type is extremely rare. Not many of us have reached this advanced level of acceptance of the self and others. So when in balance, it's confident and kind. When out of balance, can't digest situations. To bring into balance, meditation on navel. Right, so our beautiful peacock is making it very clear to us exactly what I was reading and talking about. So no matter how life treats you, you have to be brave. You have to be brave enough to know that you are learning a lesson, that it is there for a reason, that you can make the best out of any situation, and you can really keep your strength in yourself, and it will bring that strength to you rather than you trying to give away your power. Keep focused on your journey. So the peacock is looking at these 4 cards over here. All right. And I'm going to go through them with you very clearly. So depending on where you feel you are, you're watching this, maybe you're new to my channels, maybe you're new to this idea, this concept, but you're just knowing there is something. You're probably going to need to hear a little bit more of what I was saying to you, you know, my story, or the fact that obviously, you know, there's a lot of work to do when we're on our healing journey. So professional assistance may be what you need. Now, it comes from a change in a love scenario that can often trigger wanting to change because you're sick of the cycles. But it could be that you suddenly recognize how much you need love in your life, or you need to love yourself and you haven't been doing so, and so on. You take what resonates. So we have got our beautiful gazelle. We have got our dragon, and dragon is very powerful. And dragon is very much about transformation and change. We have cheetah, and cheetah is all about speed and things that are going to be moving. And we have our buffalo, and our buffalo is very strong and brave and powerful and all-knowing kind of creature. So let's have a little look at our gazelle first of all. So a gazelle is about an ability and a heightened awareness. Now, if you are, you've been on this journey for some time and you're working hard and you're not seeing and you're worrying, or things just keep happening and you're just needing that bit of more of guidance while you've got more of an awareness, then you're going to be hearing this. It's going to resonate with you for a reason, because the gazelle is all about vulnerability and opening up and being ready to do so. Some people are not quite ready, and it might take a little bit more of the chaos, like Hagelos Reen was saying, before it gives you a kick. Like, I thought I was going along really well until bang. Oh, no, you're not. You need to do a lot more. You know what you should be doing and you're not doing it. Sometimes it's about, you know, you're unhappy in a job situation, for example, and suddenly you get made redundant. I've had it happen to me. Or suddenly you get a new boss who doesn't quite resonate with you as well as you were ticking along before. And they start, you know, this sort of feeling that they want you out. They want to change. You don't quite fit. That type of thing. It can be really, at those moments, the seriousness of it. You could be clinging on to a job because I've got to pay a mortgage, and you are so unhappy, and you get up every morning dreading the day, dreading going in, dreading your workmates, dreading the job, dreading the boredom, dreading the pressure, whatever it might be, and you're clinging without having the trust and faith that actually you can make a change. All right, because our gazelle is all about find your breath and acknowledge the bounty that surrounds you. Let it nourish your gentle spirit. And then we have our beautiful dragon. And our dragon is the one that sees the true self and balances the ego. That psyche, that ego that tells you, oh, you can't do that. You couldn't do that job. You couldn't do that. You can't. It's not, yeah. That it's only trying to protect you, but that's what we've built up and created. Okay, so our dragon sees everything. It's the essence, has been with us since before our first breath and will be there at our last. It watches us navigate the external world as well as our inner world. When dragon energy is awakened, we are courageous, visionary, and can easily drop into witness consciousness. Witness consciousness. Actually seeing what it is that we're doing. And that is our first step of our healing. It is almost as if we are traveling with a great friend inside of ourselves. When we look in the mirror deep into our eyes, we may even glimpse the self behind the self, the one who is watching us. This is the power of the dragon breathing transformative fire into every cell of our bodies, which witnessing Witnessing this omnipotent energy, even for a brief moment, helps us surrender and let go. We let the dragon guide us. We hop on its back for the ride, and we traverse even the most difficult terrain. The dragon's eyes see beauty everywhere. It is said that if a yogi does not see beauty in the world, their Agni is dim. Agni is described as inner fire or sacred intelligence. May even just the mention of the dragon stir the embers of intelligence in you. So the third chakra, it's your intuition. You're all seeing, you're knowing, your gut feeling. Yeah? All right. Cheetah. Our cheetah is solar force, action, achievement, and it's a masculine energy. So the sun doesn't shine onto the cheetah, it shines from inside this great creature. Again, it's your inner light. That is what moves you, that takes you to the outer rather than outer in. People spend so much time forcing things, just like our beautiful peacock. That inner beauty is within, okay? And they force to look outside. All this falseness of appearance doesn't change how you are on the inside. And if you can't see past outer layers into the inner world of somebody's being, then you are not connecting with them. It's just a false narrative that you're believing in. The cheetah is about purpose and passion. It's the best fuel for the cheetah's forward momentum. So if you're lacking in those areas, reconnect to the why before you start running. Okay, then we have our buffalo. Where's the buffalo? Lion, zebra, elephant. Oh, I bet he's the first one. Buffalo. No, he's not fire, he's earth. No, not water. Here he is. Right, our beautiful buffalo, grounded, heavenly, practical, yet spiritual. So it's about staying in that balance, being grounded. Okay. Again, we've been told sees challenges, hardships, or a bump in the road as an opportunity for upliftment. Exactly what I was saying. Therefore, the buffalo does not fear death, illness, or misfortune. He is trusting at every turn on the road ahead. Be brave. Be brave. Trusting. Wise. May we all experience this elusive yet life-changing bliss from time to time, and may we allow this card to remind us that life is a precious gift. That is beautiful. All right, so I feel like the other cards over here we have got our eagle. Our eagle is all-seeing, again, very intuitive, flies really high, can see further in the distance, but the eagle is known as our messenger from our divine assistance. We've also got our scorpion, okay, and our scorpion, of course, has got a bit of a sting in the tail, and often when we are faced challenges, perhaps we need to find another way in which to present ourselves, in which to respond rather than react. The tarantula, a spider, and we've got our spiders. So we've got a lot of sort of spiders here. I'm going to have a look at that. We have our bear, which is going into hibernation, winter time. So maybe it's a bit like being a hermit, where you are now taking this inspiration and thinking, you know what, I've got a bit of knowledge, a bit of learning to do. The professional assistant side of things might be about learning. Look at all these books. So it is maybe a very good time for you now to go back into that with those winter months of learning. And then we have our crocodile. Our crocodile also waits. Our crocodile shows a lot of patience, sits and glides and waits. Okay, so maybe that's what you've been doing for a long time. I feel like this person, whoever I'm talking to, is very much like me. We had a lot of network and opportunity, but maybe that's what is you need to tap into now. You have a lot of learning and ability that you can create something, our creative side of things. All right, our firefly shows the inner light, but it dims very quickly. So there's still work to be done. And maybe this is why now we're coming out of this and we can go forward very bravely and really get to be part of our inner world finally. All right, so I just want to read the tarantula. Because the tarantula actually is next to the panther, but the panther didn't come out. So at a crossroads, claiming life's a purpose. All right. So it represents a moment when a great decision must be made. So you will know this. I think this is where you're going to learn all about what you need to learn about going forward. Okay. For your inner work, your inner world. Very important. Follow your intuition. He hovers patience and calm, very much like your crocodile does. So there's a lot of patience. There's a lot of sort of having to wait for something at this stage. Now, the cheetah is about movement, but the peacock is looking over this side, and I feel this is like a future thing. I feel like we've got some work to do, that Spirit is saying to us. We are being guided, but the Spirit card was in reverse. So I feel like there's a bit of work. People here, there's going to be, maybe I'm feeling two collectives, some that have gone a little bit further along, like myself, and others that are still starting a bit fresh, starting a bit new, knowing that this change has got to happen. All right. So it already knows you'll choose wisely. Our scorpion is about isolation, can be, and also about feelings, so everyone can heal and you can get back to your usual. So maybe this love situation, there needs to be some sort of healing. So that response and reaction scenario very much could be to take what resonates, and it takes time sometimes. It takes time to go into yourself and recognize that it was a lesson for you, that it's you that needs to do the changing, that it's your cycles that keep repeating. Nothing to do. This person was just another part of your learning to make the change for yourself. Can you accept that? If you can't accept that, you're going to carry on your cycles. Okay. The fire ant, of course, is about energy that's at play, but it's surprisingly sensitive. And often pretends the heat isn't getting to you, when actually it is. And maybe that's why the response sometimes, the sting, can be because you are hiding from yourself. Remember, we talk about the psyche. You need to see beyond. And so I feel that's why they split these cards up. There is someone here that is just having to work on the journey. I'm going to read the frog to you. Our frog is about clearing and cleansing. It's a reminder that water helps us cleanse, forgive, and release. Time to dive in. You're not meant to carry a heavy load, all right? So undernourished, overworked. Maybe this professional help needs to be from a therapist or a counselor or something like that as well. Okay, maybe it's just from somebody that's going to give you a little bit more of a plan of how to go about your professional existence. Or maybe you are going to say, I don't need this in my life. That's it. I'm out of here. I'm going to find something that is going to suit me. So our frog is sensitive, but that sensitivity is your emotions that are telling you something. Third eye, remember? Third eye. Remember, you've got this intuition, your guidance. Please listen to what is being told to you. A crocodile is resting, submerging, withdrawing, awareness, building energy. You got to do it. Absolutely. And finally, I just want to read our eagle. Where is he? Power, truth seeker, transforms karma. Transforms karma, pushes us to be our best and brightest selves, and stops at nothing to see us shine. Grasp the sun in your talons and hold on for the ride. You are stronger than you think. Be brave, my friend. Be brave. This is incredible reading. Absolutely incredible. Beautiful. Beautiful. So take what resonates, you know. See where it's coming from, maybe a love situation. But depending on where you are on your journey is how you are recognizing what you need to be doing in your inner work. So there could be still a little bit more to do for some than others, but we are still on this journey together. And I feel like I love that we've given some real, hopefully, inspiration to someone who might be taking the catalyst right now like I did. Oh, where did that go? All right. Well, that's gone. I think it went under the bed. Let's see. All right, Spirit, please, if we could have some help from Tarot to confirm. Oof, have we got two different collectives here? Let's have a look. What is this? On top of our peacock, justice. And look at justice. Justice is about balance. Black and white cats. Black being your shadow, white being your light. So, but also there is our witch sitting with only one eye uncovered. So there may be, for you, this is why I feel like there's somebody that's got a lot to do here. And we've got the winter months in which to do it, to hibernate, to learn, to get help, to understand where we're going forward. And I feel like we've got an eye that's opened for some of us that are a little bit further along and really embracing this change now with our inner work and our light, rather than accepting our shadows as having been the lessons that we needed to be where we are today, for this happiness that we feel today. So that is beautiful. Justice. And it's a 1-1. 1-1. And they're not giving me any. Oh, okay. 4 of Swords. There we are. The 4 of Swords. I can't put these cards down anyway. 4 of Swords. And I want you to see all 4 swords are all in. And she is resting. She is meditating. She is hibernating. Yeah, it's, look, the stars, the moon, everything is there. There's even a spider web. Look. All right. So we are being very well guided by Spirit right now to confirm what this reading has been all about. And I really hope that has helped you in some way. Temperance. Temperance is about balance also. And temperance is about intuition. Knowing, inner knowing. being happy to remain in a calm, ready state. Just like our animal cards has told us as well. So that is pretty amazing. And again, she's got one eye open and one eye closed. Just like our other witch, one eye covered and one eye. So I feel like there's two collectives here. And I'm very proud to be able to give you these messages. So I really hope that that has helped you in some way, my friends. So if you've enjoyed, oh, and there's a little tiny spider that is walking across my page. That is incredible. Little tiny spider just walked across. And I tell you what he walked across was on my page. I've got a infinity sign and he walked straight across it. In actual fact, he's gone backwards and forwards and he's come back to have a little look at us. You can't have this spider web. So there we go. How wonderful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for being with me. If you've liked, send me a like. If you'd love to comment, please do. Go ahead. Love to hear from you always. You have a wonderful, wonderful day. The sun is shining. Go and enjoy it. Thank you so much.